I spoke with Marshawn Evans-Daniels, a former contestant on The Apprentice and CEO of the faith-based website Godfidence.com. And I asked her what she thought about many of the leaders of the Christian community, evangelicals across the country, like Jerry Falwell Jr. of Liberty University, still standing by Donald Trump after the release of the Access Hollywood recording and after some of these accusations. You are a Christian woman. Your faith is important to you. And we've heard from many of the supporters who are sticking with him through these allegations that Trump is right on life. He's right on marriage, and they're going to stick with him despite what we're seeing in this release and from these allegations. You think of that one?
I'm really disappointed, and I think there are millions, actually I know there are millions of people who are believers in Christ and people who believe in God and have values that are appalled and offended that their faith is being reflected as talking points. There's clearly an agenda. There is in this country, through the vestiges of slavery that we have to acknowledge exist today, there is an agenda of not just conservatism but self-preservation. In the history of the Christian faith, there has been a lot of objection to women being in positions of leadership, women having significant roles of prominence and having a voice. And so what I tell people is that they should be very careful where they pay their tithes to and where they pay their tuition to. If there is a problem if in the pulpit it's okay for people to come for praise and for worship and even for prayer, but when those same people that pay and sow into that church are not being, their issues are not being truly pastored or reflected, when brown people and people of different socioeconomic backgrounds, when their interests are not being represented, there's supposed to be a separation of church and state. But now we see religious leaders really be an extension of a particular party, and that's dangerous.